안녕하세요. IELTS 강사 아이린입니다. 오늘은 저의 IELTS 시험 준비 공부 두 번째 시간인데요. 지난 시간에 스피킹을 해서 다른 걸 할까 하다가 가장 준비를 안 하고 시험 보러 가는 과목이기 때문에 네, 이틀 연속, 사실 뭐 연달아 이틀은 아니긴 한데 어쨌든 네, IELTS 스피킹을 또 한번 준비를 해봤습니다. 먼저 새로운 세트를 어, 파트 1 문제 몇 개랑 파트 2, 3 하고 파트 2랑 3가 좀 문제니까 그래서 그렇게 또 한 세트를 준비를 해 봤어요. 일단 먼저 지난 시간에 제가 풀었던 문제를 다시 한번 쭉 보면서 대답을 했던 거 파트 1은 안 적어 놔 가지고 기억이 안 나긴 하지만 한 번씩 짚어 보고 그다음에 여기는 한번 적어 놨던 거니까 쭉 읽어 보고 새로운 문제를 풀러 가겠습니다. Um, what do you like about your hometown? What I love about my hometown is um, actually the local food. I'm originally from a city located in the southern part of Korea named Gwangju. And this part of the country is really famous for tasty Korean traditional dishes. And I actually haven't been able to find such good dishes in Seoul since I moved into this capital city. So I always miss the food I ate in Gwangju. 이게 되려나? Is there anything you dislike about your hometown? Um, I'm not really sure if I had anything that I hated when I lived in the city. So I'd say I no, there aren't any things that I dislike about Gwangju because I can't come up with anything. Why do you choose your job? 이랑 이런 거는 많이 해가지고 그냥 원래요. Do you like drawing? Um, Actually, it's really Uh, difficult to tell because I haven't I haven't drawn anything for about past 10 years or so, more than 10 years, I guess. However, I used to draw a lot because when I was in my teens, I wanted to become a cartoonist, which is a drawing job. So I might still have the passion in drawing now. But I'm not really sure. 다음에 important teach children how to draw. Drawing skills can be useful, but in my opinion, the ability to draw things doesn't play any significant role in children's lives. So, um, because some jobs require drawing skills, but other jobs such as let's see, doctors or lawyers um, do not need such skills, such abilities to to s- to not convey to fulfill their duties. Important for adults to be able to draw. It's not important, I guess. Well, it can be beneficial for adults to be able to paint or draw things from time to time, but um but if they don't have a drawing job, then actually it's no use to complete their tasks or something. So it's not very important. Relative that you enjoyed. 저 지난 시간에 제 친구 집이랑 친척 집에 놀러 가본 게 너무 오래돼 가지고 기억이 안 나거든요. 그래서 이제 해외에 살고 있는 엄마 집 갔던 걸 대신 이야기하겠다라고 했었죠. 아 일단 2번, 2번이래, 2분. 이것도 한번 연습을 해보고 넘어가도록 하겠습니다. Um, well, to be honest, I haven't visited any friends or relatives' house for about 15 years or so. So I don't have anything to tell you about this topic, though. Actually, my family lives in another country, so I visit them about, I don't know, 3, 4 times a decade. So I would like to share that experience when I visited my mother's house about 5 years ago. It was on holiday. I was working in a private English school, and I was allowed to go on a vacation, uh, 2 weeks, 2 week vacation in a year. And at the time, I wanted to see my family as well as see my past students who were living in the same city, Melbourne, Australia, and see if they are fine. They were fine there. So when I visited my mom, I just didn't do anything, and I enjoyed that moment that I was not doing anything for a living. Um, because I am kind of obsessed with my work and the degree of perfection of my job. So I was quite stressed a lot. But while I was away from the job and in my mother's house, I didn't need to do anything, which was very, very enjoyable for me because I could escape. 뭔가 또 정리가 안 됐어요. 뭐 어쨌든 그랬고 어쩔 수 없지. Do people visit each other's homes in your country? 이거는 이제 가기도 하고 안 가기도 하는데 제가 그때 어렸을 때는 좀 자주 갔었던 것 같은데, 그쵸? 근데 이제 어른이 되면은 자주 가지를 않는 것 같다. 뭐 그렇게 이야기했던 것 같아요. 그래서 do people에는 사실 그 나이가 들어가 있지 않기 때문에 음, 아, it depends 라고 할 수 있는데 yes and no, and I think it depends on the age of people. I mean, when we were young, um, we used to go go to our friend's house very, very often, almost every day after school, to hang out with them. And And in the childhood, one of the most valuable and important things for us was and is for teenagers now to spend a lot of time with friends and build a relationship, stronger relationship, so that we can belong to a solid group for a long time. Uh, However, when as people age, we tend to seem to realize um, all the things involved in inviting someone over to the house or going and visiting others' house. For example, the host or well, the host or the owner of the house we are going to should clean up the house and mess and probably prepare for things to eat, such as some snacks or fruits for the guests. Also, well-educated guest visitors should bring something to express their, I don't know, gratitude of the being invited. So anyway, there are quite a lot of things involved in an invitation and visiting others. So adults seem not to visit others' house quite often. Do you think most people enjoy having visitors? Most people? I don't know. Well, it's- I'm not really, really, really sure, not sure. Uh, but most people, most people nowadays might not enjoy, um, might not enjoy having visitors around them or they're at home. Because it seems that personal time is becoming more and more important. And with guests at home, it cannot have enough personal time to to escape from the stressful situation or just give themselves or ourselves a proper break, proper rest before we go to a stressful situation such as work again the next day. 뭐 이런 식으로 말하겠죠? 내가 하고 잘하고 있나? 이건 이제 좀 적어 놓으니까 살만하군. 자, 적어 놓은 한번 그냥 읽어볼게요. When visiting someone in another city, is it better to stay at their host house or a hotel? The host will be happier if the guests decide to stay at a hotel because, as I have mentioned in the earlier question, there's so many things to be handled for an invitation or a party that people are invited to, and so are there after the party. And it is not easy for the host to do all the things such as cleaning and taking out trash and so on with their guests around. So it would be a better choice to just leave the house when the party or the gathering is over. How do people in your country welcome visitors? What Korean people do to make visitors feel welcomed is nothing special. I believe what we do to welcome others is quite universal. First, when guests enter the house or a certain place or venue, the host will usually greet them with a cheerful voice and offer a seat. Then drinks and light snacks are provided, and they talk about their life if it's the first meeting, or catch up if they are in a close relationship. We try to do everything that would make visitors feel more comfortable and happier while staying with us. Is visiting friends and family still popular in your country? I'm not really sure, but I think people do not visit the friends or family houses as much as in the past. This is probably because of the change in the life value. I mean, in the past, almost everyone's life was family oriented, and it was not easy for them to communicate with each other if one of them lived in different parts of the country for any reasons. However, nowadays, what people value is actually their personal time, personal life, and in fact, there are more than two or three ways to be connected with their friends and family members, regardless of their physical location. So, the need for visiting and seeing loved ones is actually decreasing, in my opinion. 뭐 이런 내용이었군요. 자, 그 다음에, 이건 또 your hometown이네. 좀 받아서 적을 때는 생각을 못 했는데, 지금 보니까, 그래서 your home 해볼까요? Where do you live? Where do you live? Do you live in a house or an apartment? 아이고, where do you live? Now I live in a small studio with one bathroom and one just um, open area that the kitchen, the living room, the bedroom is all rolled into one. Um, since it is not large, but I think it's just, well, big enough for me and even cozy. So I like this place. What do you like about your home? Actually, I think the size of the house is just perfect for me as a one person household. It's not big, but it's just big enough for me to store all the things I have, and uh, the size is just perfect enough for me to manage this place. Also, the location is quite perfect. Um, for me as who does not have a car. So it is really conveniently located for, I mean, the access to the public transport is very easy, and everything is conveniently located. Is there anything you dislike about your home? Mm, well, I let's see. I am quite satisfied with my life in my current place, but since its location is quite in the middle of a open air market, so it is not quiet until midnight. A lot of people spend really good time with their friends or family, and sometimes their giggling or laughing from time to time is quite loud. So I guess it's quite noisy, but it's not a big deal. Memory. Are you good at memorizing things? Um, uh, I don't know how, I mean, the degree? I don't know. 어떻게 해야 되지? 이게 뭐, 메모라이즈를 얼마나 해야지 잘하는 건지는 모르겠다라고 해볼게요. 그러면은, I don't know if my ability to memorize things is, well, good or bad. memorizing 보다는, my memory. I don't know if my memory is good or bad, but it's just um good enough to survive and carry out my tasks. Um, carry out tasks. 그냥 괜찮다고 생각한다. Because I sometimes do not take notes of important meetings, but I can just still remember when I have a class or what time I should be at home to teach a class. 집에서 있어야 된다. 이거를 좀 이해 못할 수도 있나? 다시 이거를 정리해 볼게요. 음, I don't know if my memory is good or bad, but I think I can remember things just enough to survive or carry out my tasks. Um, for example, I sometimes don't make notes of important meetings like my lessons, but I still remember when they are. It's um, 그렇게 끝나면 좀 이상하니까. 근데 제가 사람 이름은 좀 잘 못 외우거든요. 특히 특히 이제 한국어 이름은 좀 학생들 이름 외우는데 좀 오래 걸려 가지고. However, uh, remembering people's names is my weakness. 그러니까 이리스 구문을 안 썼던가? 그럼 이번에 자꾸 너무 많이 써서 이번 안 썼는데 또 아예 안 쓰겠네요. However, it's quite difficult for me to remember uh, people's names. They are very confusing. Have you forgotten something important? 한 번은 예전에 수업, 수업이 있었다는 걸 깜빡한 적이 몇 번 있었습니다. 그래서 이거 온라인 수업이어가지고 바로 내 정신 차리고 이제 수업할 수 있었지만 이게 뭐 오프라인 수업이었으면 당연히 그럴 일 없었겠지만 그래서 있었으니까 그런 이제 이야기를 해보면 yes, yes, unfortunately, I uh, forgot there were some times that I forgot that I had a class to teach. At the time, I had so many things on my plate. So if, even if 아니라, despite, so, so I slipped my mind를 쓰는 게 좋을 것 같아요. 아니야. So sometimes my mind went blank. 이게 이제 약간 멍해졌다. 아무 생각이 없는 거. 머리가 비었다. Went blank. Although and couldn't remind myself about the lessons. Although I had made notes of them. Fortunately, they were online lessons. So I could deliver the lessons after saying sorry to my student. So, what do you need to remember in your daily life? 일상생활에 기억해야 할 게 상당히 많은 편이죠. 이제 어디를 가야 한다든지 뭘 가지고 나가야 된다든지 그런 것들. Well, even if even if there are not many things to remember in our daily life, still we have some things to remember to function properly. Well, such as public rules or our belongings when we go out or leave a place so that we do not lose them. Also, maybe we have to remember places and names of people, uh, people's names so that we can, well, I don't know, we can function also properly as public members. 이렇게 하려나? A public member. How do you remember important things? How do we remember? 어떻게 기억을 하나요? 적어놓고 수시로 보는 수밖에 없지 않을까요? 그래서 중요한 게 있으면 적어놓고 내가 어떻게 기억을 하나? 내가 뭐 언제 그 어딜 가야 된다라는 걸 기억을 하는 이유는 뭘까? 방법이 뭔가? 일단은 적어놓는다인 것 같고 그냥 자연스럽게 뭔가 중요한 게 있다 그러면은 그게 머리에 각인되나? 음, 아마 체득이 되지 않았을까요? 살다 보니 중요한 게 있으면 기억을 해야 된다는 게 뇌가 자연스럽게 아는 게 아닐까. 그러면, well, first of all, I have to take notes of important things such as, well, important appointments, well, my classes to teach, and shooting schedule for my dog, whose job is a dog model. And I don't think there is a special way to to remember such things, though probably my brain, um, my brain just have learned um, to not to forget important things throughout the life. 이렇게 되려나? Social media. When do you start using social media? 소셜 미디어, 인스타그램도 소셜 미디어인데 그 이제 좀 나이가 있으신 분들은 아시겠지만 우리 그 싸이월드도 하나의 소셜 미디어잖아요. 전 그 페이스북은 사용을 안 했었거든요. 그래서 싸이월드는 그렇게 되면은 중학교 아니야. 고등학교 때였나? 중학교 때였나? 중, 고, 언제인지 기억이 안 나지만 어쨌든 10대 때 이거 같아요. Um, well, my first social media is a Korean social network platform named Cyworld, and I started using this platform when I was in my teens. And now I'm on Instagram, and uh, I became the member of Instagram users. Well, I became an Instagram user when, no, about 5 years ago? 5 years ago. 이쯤 되는 것 같아요. 그럼 다시 해보면, my first social networking platform is called Cyworld, and I guess I started using this platform when I was in my teens. And now I'm on Instagram, and I became a user, I mean, an Instagram user about 5 years ago. Do you think you spend too much time on social media? Mm, I I sometimes feel that I spend too much time on browsing feeds on Instagram, but on average, I don't think I spend an excessive amount of time on Instagram because I'm quite busy doing other things such as walking my dog and socializing with people around me. Ah, socializing in person. Do your friends use social media? Yes, they are on social platforms, though I don't think they are an active they are active users because it's really hard to see new feeds updated on my friend's social media page. What do people often do on social media? Well, what social network users usually do is sharing their daily moments or special moments on their social media page so that they can, well, mainly show off their, well, successful life or peaceful, lovely life. Also, they can just leave their memory in a very stable storage. Or also, social media users can read most up-to-date news because, well, the news is shared real time. So if there is an instant sensational incident or affair, then we can access the most recent story on the social media. 이건 좀 정리해 볼게요. 단어를 좀 이렇게 생각을 하면서 해보니까 다듬다듬 말했는데, what social media users usually do is sharing their daily or special moments by uploading 이걸 배웠네. Uploading pictures in order to show mainly show how successful or peaceful or lovely their life is. Also, 뉴스를 볼 수 있다. People can access the most up-to-date news on social media pages because pages when there is a sensational attention grabbing가 생각나는데 grabbing incident or affair. This is because feed news feed be updated almost real time feeds. 뭐 이런 식으로 말할 것 같네요. 자, 다음에 part 2. Describe a time when you picked up an item that someone else lost. 몇 번 있었던가? 잘 기억은 안 나는데 사람 물건을 준 적이 다 커서 있는지 잘 기억이 안 나거든요. 근데 어렸을 때 초등학교 다닐 적에 한번 엄마가 새해라고 제가 광주에 살 때 무등산에 가서 해 뜨는 거 보자고 간 적이 있거든요. 근데 너무 사람이 많아서 막 줄 서서 올라갔었다는 게 기억이 나요. 그리고 제 앞에 가던 분이 지갑을 떨어뜨리셨는데 제가 그걸 주웠던 기억이 나거든요. 그래서 이제 바로 드렸던 기억이 납니다. 그래서 이게 이제 어렸을 때 I was an element primary school student였고 the item은 wallet였고 student였고 어, wallet이었는데 그때 이제 it was on the first January 였죠. 엄마가 아 forced 거의 뭐 my mom forced my family to go to a very famous local mountain to see the sun rising. 했었고 사람 많은데 이제 줄을 서서 사람들이 산을 올라가고 있었다. People were hiking towards the top of the mountain in a line. 줄을 지어서 가고 있었고, 근데 앞 사람이 dropped something. 했고, 아, 사실 보자마자 알진 못했죠. 이렇게 뭐가 툭 떨어지길래 봤더니 지갑이었. 너무 어두워가지고 그때 새벽이어서 couldn't see what it was immediately. 왜냐면 because it was still dark. 근데 이게 이제 월렛이었고 그래서 어떻게 했냐면 바로 이제 툭툭 해가지고 드렸죠. 아, 어, 툭툭툭 쳤다고 해야 되나? Called. 처음엔 불렀다라고 해야지. Called the guy. 근데 부른 힘이 다음에 넘어가지 마. So I 뭐라고 되지? 그 사람에게 approached 아니야. approach 이미 돼 있어. 약간 살짝 달려갔다. 사람에게 에 가서 close 그냥 그거는 빼면 될 것 같고 툭툭 치다. 음, 툭 툭툭 touch touch 괜찮나? 음, tap tap 탑이 나을 것 같은데 tapped and told him that he had dropped his wallet. 어땠는가? 뭐 아마 뿌듯했겠죠? 잘 기억은 나지 않지만 너무 옛날 일이라 뭐 그냥 그렇게 해야겠죠? 이게 또 이분 안에 얼마나 말하려나? 또 내용이 많네. Um, there was one clear memory about returning an item that someone had lost, and I'll tell you about this. It was very, very long ago when I was a primary school student. And I clearly remember that it was the first day of January. Uh, because my family hadn't visited anywhere to celebrate the first day of the year. But at the time, on that day, just out of sudden, my mom forced the family go to a very famous local mountain to see the sun rising. And yeah, we just went there. And what I saw was Probably hundreds of people hiking towards the top of the mountain in a line. And I was very sleepy and I just was walking. And suddenly something dropped just in front of me. Uh, Actually, I couldn't see and I couldn't realize what it was at first because it was still dark. And I soon saw a wallet on the ground. Actually, I was not confused about what I had to do because well, was quite well educated, maybe. So I called the guy, couldn't hear me at first, so I tapped the guy. Then the man turned around and I told him that he had dropped the wallet. I returned it. Well, I was very rewarded. 이렇게 됐네요. 네. 이분이 이렇게 짧았던가? 그래서 어쨌든 다 말했고 꽤나 예, 이랬다 저랬다 하지 않았으므로 괜찮은데 그렇습니다. 바로 넘어가서 3에서 talk about lost items. What kind of people tend to lose things more often than others? 일단 그 뭐지? 건망증이 있으신 분들이 잘 잃어버리죠. forgetful mind였던 것 같은데 forgetful. 뭔가를 까먹는 덤벙거리시는 분들. slippery hands라고도 하더라는데 약간 물건 간수 못 하시는 분들 였던 것 같아요. 이런 분들이 잘 잃어버리죠. 어, 그럼 왜 잊어버리지? 저도 물건을 심심치 않게 잃어버리는 타입인데, 저는 약간 슬리퍼리 핸드 같은 것 같아요. 그러니까 며칠 전에도 다시 핸드폰 잃어버렸는데, 저는 주머니에 넣는다고 넣었는데, 그게 주머니에 안 들어갔나 보더라고요. 그래가지고 핸드폰을 버스에다가 떨궈가지고 우여곡절이 조금 있었는데, 그래서 슬리퍼리 왜 그러냐고 하면은 그냥 그날은 굉장히 버스가 복잡했습니다. 그래서 그랬던 것 같아요. 집안이었으면 상관이 없었을 텐데. 어쨌든 뭐 집안에서 잊어버린 것도 잊어버린 거니까. 이거는 사실 약간 타고나는 것도 있고, 그날의 컨디션 이런 것도 있죠. 그래서 이런 사람들이 그냥 물건을 잘 잃어버리죠. 를 영어로 어떻게 해야 되지? 자, um, 음, from what I think, those who are very forgetful or those who have slippery hands tend to leave their belongings behind. Uh, and actually, it's really difficult for me to come up with the reasons why they tend to lose things a lot more than other people. Well, this probably, first of all, they were born that way. And sometimes their condition in a health condition or contexts, settings are just like that way. So, yeah, 말을 할 수가 없다. What kind of people tend to? 이런 사람들이 잘 잃어버리는데 이유는 그냥 그렇게 태어난 것 같은데 다른 이유가 있나 싶네요. 그냥 잘 챙기는 분들이 또 특이한 건가? 아니, 그 사람들 성격인데. 저는 뭐 대충 이렇게 말할 것 같네요. 뭐 하나 정도 이렇게 넘어가고. What kind of things do people often lose? 잘 잃어버리는 거 일단은 지갑, 핸드폰. 네, 이거 또 핸드폰 찾으려고 이것저것 뒤져보니까 네, 저 말고도 잃어버리는 사람들이 많더라고요. 그래서 지갑이랑 핸드폰. 근데 이거는 자꾸 맨날 들고 다니니까 사람들이 맨날 가지고 다니는 것들을 결국 잃어버리게 되죠. 집에 있는 거 잃어버리지 않으니까. 그래서 이런 것들을 잘 잃어버리고 중요하다고 해도 많이 갖고 나가니까 밖으로 갖고 나오니까 잃어버리는 거죠. 그다음에 또 자질구레한 것들 많이 잃어버리잖아요. 여자분들 이제 머리끈이라든지 헤어핀 같은 거나 어 네 좀 작은 것들은 음 어디에 뒀는지 잃어 그걸 까먹기도 해서 좀 잊어버리는 것 같아요. 그러면은 what kind of things? 그러면 well, you know, uh, individuals usually lose almost everything we can name. Uh, and the importance of the items does not matter, in my opinion. For example, mm, you can see many smartphones and wallets are reported at the lost item offices of the subway stations or bus stations. And the reason why people tend to lose such important personal items very often is that they just carry them around all the time. And, you know, as I have mentioned earlier, there are people who are forgetful and have slippery hand. And that's their just characteristics. And they cannot do anything about that. So, well, even if smartphones and wallets are really important and there are so many things to be handled once they are lost, though still they are lost. However, on the other hand, people also lose something less valuable, such as, well, women's hairbands or hairpins and other small items. And I think that's because people, well, just don't remember where they put them because the small items without much value is not valuable enough to be remembered, I guess. Why do some people find lost things easier than others? 다른 사람이 어떻게 하다가 일단 잃어버렸는데 더 쉽게 찾는다는 건 사실 운이 아닐까 싶네요. 첫 번째 운인 것 같고. 근데 요즘은 또 그 테크놀로지 덕분에 그런 것들 미리미리 해 놓은다면 뭐 예를 들면 뭐 애플에서 나온 그 GPS 태그 같은 게 있어 가지고 중요한 물건 뭐 예를 들면은 그 수트케이스 우리가 말하는 캐리어 이런 거에다가 붙여 놓으면 이제 어디에 있는지 위치 추적이 가능하잖아요. 그래서 그런 거를 또 미리 준비해 두신 분들. 그리고 이제 기억력이 forgetful하지 않은 분들이면은 이제 또 찾기가 쉽죠. 뭐 예를 들면 저희 핸드폰을 버스에서 잃어버렸다는 건 알았는데 네, 물론 버스 회사에서 찾은 건 아니었습니다만 어쨌든 어 내가 마지막까지 어디서 들고 있었는데 어느 구간부터 없다라는 게 이제 기억이 나면 조금 더 네, 찾기 쉬워지겠죠? 그러면 어떤 사람들이냐? 첫 번째 일단 운인 것 같습니다. 그래서 well, I can think of several types of people who can um, return, who get their lost items back quite easily, more easily than others. First of all, very lucky individuals usually return their items quite easily, and that's just the way they are. So there's no reason why they can get back their items easily. Also, if the person has a great memory so that he or she can remember the last place they had the item, then well, they know where to search for the item, for the lost product. So it's much easier for them to find it again. And let's see. Also, if also probably tech savvies are those who can track their products, their goods easily. I mean, for example, there is a GPS built tag produced by Apple, and if you are not, if you are uneasy, if you are afraid, if you're afraid of um, losing your suitcase, for example, while traveling, then you can attach the tag onto the case, onto the suitcase, so that you can track it everywhere. Track it, track it, uh, track it. 끝이네. Track its location if you feel needed, if you need to know. 이거 마지막은 좀 정리를 해봐야겠네요. 럭키한 거는 괜찮을 것 같고, 어디에서 where to search. 그다음 마지막이 이제 tech savvy. 테크놀로지를 잘 다루는 사람. 이게 service 이게 복사 되려나? Maybe를 나겠네요. May be able to find their things lost. I mean, for example, there is a GPS built tag produced by Apple. And if you feel afraid of losing your suitcase, for example, then you can attach the tag onto the bag이라고 해야 되냐? Onto the bag. So that you can track its location whenever you want to know where it is. 아, returning things. What do you think are the reasons why some people pick up lost things and don't give them back? 왜 안 돌려주냐고? 약간 욕심이 나서 그렇겠죠? 욕심이 나는데 양심에 찔리지 않아서? 좀 더 시험에 맞는 걸로 해보자면 양심이 없다 그러면 좀 그러니까 어떤 사람들이라고 해야 될까? 다른 사람들의 어쩌면 감정에 공감하지 못하는 걸 수도 있다고 생각이 돼요. 음, empathize라고 했나? 알겠어요. 영어. 한국어로 사서 영어로 봐야지. 공감하다. empathize 맞니? sympathize, empathize. 이러면 empathize 맞군요. 스펠 틀린 것 같은데. 엠퍼인데, 네, 파라고 읽었죠? empathize. 아, wait, feeling, feeling. 사람들의 emotions 이라고 하네. emotions uh, when they feel when they lose valuable things. 그러니까 안 돌려주는 걸 수도 있겠죠? 소중한 건데. 음, 그 다음에 음, evil mind라고 할 수 있을까? 그냥 나쁜 생각은 좀 그렇지. 아니 근데 그냥 evil mind인 게 원래 맞으니까. 약간 악한 마음을 좀 가지고 있는 거죠. 다른 사람의 물건인 걸 알면서도 가져가는 거니까. 그래서 이거 두 가지로 해볼게요. 왜 그러냐? Well, there there are possibly many reasons why people just don't return other people's belongings. But I think the major reason is that such people ha have evil mind. I mean, they must realize and they must understand the fact that the belongings they have picked up on the street are not theirs, and probably, uh, probably almost everyone knows that we have to report such lost items to relevant facilities such as police stations. And just evil-minded people uh mind people want to possess such things even if they actually do not own them. Also, those who usually fail to empathize with others' emotions, um, emotions felt when they lose valuable things, because they might not know how it is felt when they have lost things, and probably cannot understand why they have to return the product, return the item. 이건 좀 정리해야겠다. The main reason is that people have evil mind. Evil mind. I believe almost everyone knows that the items that they have picked up on the street are not theirs. But still, they want to possess it. I possess them. I think being evil minded is the only explanation such behavior. Such inappropriate behavior. Also, emphasize those who fail to empathize with others' emotions 아이고, emotions that are felt when people lose valuable things. So they just don't feel a need to report or report the uh, item, the lost item, will return them to the owners. To the owners. 이런 식이면 좋을 것 같네요. 그다음에 Should parents teach their children to return things lost by others? 다른 사람이 잃어버린 물건을 돌려주라고 가르쳐야 되는가? 이거 이제 뭐 금쪽이 맞나? 그 금쪽 같은 애 새끼. 거기 보면은 항상 오은영 박사님께서 아이들은 아무것도 모르기 때문에 이런 거 다 부모가 가르쳐야 된다라고 말씀하시는 것 중에 이런 거 있죠. 인간의 기본적인 그러니까 행동들은 아이들은 아무것도 모르기 때문에 부모가 하나하나 다 가르쳐야 한다. 그래서 이건 당연히 yes인 것 같아요. Needless to say yes. Because children have no idea or no knowledge of what they must do as a member of the society. Member of society. Society. So it's parents' responsibility to instruct all the necessary things to know, such as how to treat other people and what to do when they find lost things in the public place. 굳이 public 아니어야 되지. 이거 말고 딱히 이유가 없죠. 부모가 가르쳐야 되는가? 그렇죠. 모르기 때문에. 이런 거 가르쳐야 되는 게 부모의 역할이다. 끝. 자, 한 개 더 하려고 준비를 해봤습니다. 시간이 굉장히 많이 지났네요. Describe a trip you were looking forward to but was delayed. 이런 적이 있던가? 내가 기대를 했는데 늦춰졌다. 기대를 했는데 늦춰진 여행? 있었을까? 저 웬만하면 그때 해야 된다라고 하는 것들만 하는 편이라서 있었는지 없었는지 딱히 기억에 남는 게 없단 말이죠. 내가 가고자 했던 여행들이면 보통은 어디 외국에 있을 때 놀러 가는 거나 외국으로 가는 건데 근데 늦춰진 적이 없는데 저는 이제 지원하는 건 더 못하기 때문에 이런 비슷한 걸 약간 비슷한 경험을 약간 지금 짜맞춰서 봤는데 한 12, 3년 전에 영국에 있을 때 그때 이제 어디였지 이름이? 스트레이트 오픈 헤이븐이었나? 뭐 이름이 뭐였는지 잘 기억이 안 나요. 근데 코츠월드라는 곳에 있는 어떤 몇 개 마을이었는데 당시에 갑자기 그 100년 만에 폭설이 내린 거예요. 그래서 얼마나 많은 폭설이었냐면은 한국 기준으로 보면은 그냥 좀 눈이 많이 내리긴 했어요. 근데 당시에 이제 영국이 원래 그렇게 눈이 많이 내리는 나라가 아니다 보니까, 영국이라기보다는 런던이 제설 장비가 없었는데 눈이 그냥 한국에서 내리는 뭐 폭설 수준을 내린 거예요. 근데 제설 장비가 없었기 때문에 그냥 눈이 쌓일 수밖에 없었고, 그래서 그때 당시에 거의 한 달 동안 히스로 공항이 닫혀 있었어요. 그 눈을 치울 수가 없어서. 네, 이착륙이 완전 전면, 네, 닫혔었던 적이 있었거든요. 근데 이제 그때 그렇게 눈이 와서 뭐 한 달 가까이였나 2주 가까이였나, 여튼 그렇게 닫힐 때, 그 첫날에, 눈 내리는 첫날에 제가 그 이제 코츠월드를 간 거죠. 그래서 원래 한 3-4 개의 마을을 이렇게 해 가지고 가야겠다 하고 계획을 하고 갔는데, 눈 때문에 일단 첫 번째 마을에 도착하는 것도 원래는 3 시간 걸려야 되는데 6 시간 넘게 걸린 거예요. 근데 문제는 첫 번째 마을에서 이렇게 해 가지고 천천히 해 가지고 저녁쯤에 중간 마을 뭐 이렇게 말하니까 뭔가 약간 포켓몬 같지만 어 중간 마을에 이제 도착을 해서 거기에 숙소를 이제 예약을 해 놨었어요. 그래서 갔어야 됐는데 이미 도착을 했을 때는 어둑어둑해져 있었는데, 눈 때문에 도착한 마을에서 또 버스 이런 것도 어 다니지가 않았던 거예요. 원래 계획은 거기서 자전거 타고 중간 마을로 이동을 하는 거였는데, 버스 타고 가야겠다 했는데 버스도 이동을 안 하고 있었던 거죠, 제서 장비가 없었기 때문에. 그래서 여튼 이제 여기서 중요한 거는 이제 딜레이 되는 거니까. 그래서 중간 마을들을 싹 다 스킵을 할 수밖에 없었어요. 예약을 막 이것저것 해 놨었는데 뭐 어떻게 할 수가 없죠. 그냥 당일이었으니까. 그 전날까지는 아무 일이 없었다가 갑자기 그날부터 다 이제 첫날부터 눈이 내리기 시작했는데 뭐 히스로 공항이 닫히고 난리 난 거죠. 여튼 그래 가지고 못 갔는데, 한 5년 전쯤에 제가 카디프를 갈 일이 있어 가지고 이제 IELTS 강사 세미나, 네, 를 들으려고 영국 카디프에 간 적이 있답니다. 그래서 거기 간 김에 그때 이제 약간 못 간 한을 풀고자, 네, 코츠월드를 다녀온 적이 있어요. 네, 제가 이제 막 예전에 계획하던 것처럼은 못 갔지만은 그래도 그때 가고 싶었던 곳을 갔었습니다. 그냥 어떻게 보면 딜레이드 되었던 거죠. 그래서 where you plan to travel to는 이제 the Cotswold라는 곳이었고, why were you looking forward to it? 거기가 코츠월드가 가장 typical British village가 모여 있는 곳, villages를 찾을 수 있는 곳이라고 해가지고 굉장히 좀 기대를 했었죠. 왜냐면 그 전까지 제가 다녀갔던 여행을 했던 곳들이 티피컬까지는 아니었어요. 뭐 케임브리지, 옥스포드, 뭐 바스 이런 데였는데, 그래서 우리가 그 사진에서 뭐 구글 이런 데 찾아보면은 그 티피컬 티피컬 브리티시 루럴을 나야겠다. 루럴 빌리지 이런 느낌은 아니었거든요. 그래서 그런 곳이라고 해 가지고 네, 좀 기대를 했었죠. 근데 왜 딜레이였는가? 예. 엄청난 폭설, 헤비 스노우 때문이었고. 어쨌는가? 당연히 frustrated, annoyed 했지만 사실은 눈 때문에 이제 짐과 집이 숙소라고 해는 뭐 3 개월 정도 살고 있던 그 짐과 집이 있는 런던으로 들어갈 수 있냐 없냐 뭐 이런 정도였거든요, 당시에. 그래서 그것 때문에 이제 일단 또 afraid, 약간 걱정도 됐었어요. 무섭기도 하고. 그래서 그런 내용을 2분 동안 말할 수 있나? 한번 이제 try 해 볼게요. 음 I'm not really sure if I can say this trip I'm going to tell you is delayed or not, but just listen to it. About 12 or 13 years ago, when I was staying in London, and at the time I was traveling to um, neighboring cities to London, such as Oxford, Cambridge, or Bath. And one day in December of that year, I was planning to go to uh, a kind of a group of rural village named the Cotswold. And I actually have made all the reservations I needed to make, such as accommodation and other transport, 1 month in advance. And that's the I mean not that's sorry, in 1 month advance. And I was very looking forward to that trip because I had heard that the Cotswold was the kind of typical British rural villages. So I can see the real, authentic British village life there. And on the first day, I started from London. It actually started to snow, and I didn't realize how serious it was on the bus because, well, it was just a normal heavy snow for me as a Korean. But um, London or the Britain didn't have the equipment, proper equipment to remove all the snow on the road. So I was stuck on the road and I actually failed to make 너무 서사가 길어. 다시 한번 해볼게요. 음, 어떻게 되겠지? 앞에 바로 어떻게 해볼게요. Well, I'm not really sure if the trip that I'm going to tell you about is delayed, was delayed or not, but well, listen to it. Um, about 12 or 13 years ago, I was staying in London, and at the time I was traveling around London to Oxford, Cambridge, or Bath. And one day I made a reservation. I made a plan to go to the Cotswold, and I was really looking forward to the trip because I had heard that the Cotswold was and is the typical the place where you can see typical British rural village life. And due to the excitement, I had made all the reservations I need to make, such as accommodation and transport, 1 month in advance. And on the first day it started to snow, and I didn't realize how serious it was because it was just normal heavy snow for me as a Korean. But well, Britain didn't have the proper equipment to remove all the snow on the road, on the street at the time. So I was stuck on the bus in the middle of somewhere. And well, in the end, I couldn't really make all the plans I had made. And I was so disappointed. And well, of course, frustrated because I couldn't see anything, any typical rural area, rural things of the Britain that time. But actually, I also quite afraid of 조금 낫네요. 네. 음. 자, 너무 영상이 길어지면은 재미없으니까 요 뒤쪽에 있는 것은 내일 또 공부해야 되는데 공부를 내일 또 해보도록 하겠습니다. 그래서 이 부분 내일은 여기 파트 2 또 한번 해보면서 어차피 여기 앞에 있는 것도 쭉 읽고 한번 쭈루룩 할 테니까 그래서 한번 하고 복습하고 여기까지 와보도록 할게요. 저와 함께 공부해 주셔서 감사하고요. 혹시 제가 공부하는 게 도움이 된다면 항상 좋아요와 구독 설정도 해주시고 댓글도 달아주시면 더더욱 힘이 됩니다. 오늘도 저와 함께 공부해 주셔서 감사하고요. 다음 시간에 또 같이 공부해요. 수고하셨습니다.